Awesome, riches, bossa nova, excellent. Hey guys, this is Frozen Being Stews here, and welcome back to another movie review. And once again, I am doing another review marathon series leading up to an upcoming and new release. And this time around, we are going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Starting off with the original 1990 movie. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 is the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. It wasn't the original TMNT content since there's the 1980s show, but this was the first live action iteration of TMNT, and it's directed by Steve Barron and stars Judith Hoag, Elias Cortez, Josh Pace, John Foreman, Brian Tochi, Leah Tilden, Corey Feldman, Michael Insisti, Robin, Kevin Clash, James Saito. I don't know any of these. And Sam Rockwell is in Sam Rockwell. And basically the plot for TMNT 1990, it tells the story of four turtles, mutant turtles who have been in the sewers for all their lives, but one day they emerge from the shadows to stop the Foot Clan from taking over the city, and their condition when they go on is to not get caught by humans, because humans will think that it's crazy to see living turtles talking, and also a rat like that. So, but one day the turtles are seen by April O'Neil. April O'Neil, who is the first human to accept the existence of these living, breathing ninja mutant turtles, and also the mutant rat Shredder, and yeah, they must stop Shredder. Yeah. So yeah. Now, before I get into this review, I just want to make a clear statement regarding Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Yeah, I'm currently doing a review of all of the Ninja Turtles movies leading up to Mutant Mayhem, and some of my subscribers have there are like some people who are asking me, hey, when are you gonna review Mutant Mayhem? When are you gonna see Mutant Mayhem? Okay, so here it is. Now, if you're wondering why I have not seen the new TMNT Mutant Mayhem yet, it's because the movie has a different release date in my country. It's releasing on August 23, which is 1 week from now, and I'm gonna be seeing it on August 24 at noon time during my free time from school. Yeah. During my free time from school, and I'll be like taking my friends to go see Ninja Turtles to see that film. So yeah, Ninja Turtles. So yeah, I know it sucks that I have to wait long, because I'm actually really excited for the movie, but it's not like a barter scenario where I decide to watch it online, and then I decide watch and then eventually watch it in theaters when it comes out. This one, it's okay with me. It's actually okay with me to wait for Ninja Turtles theaters, even if it's 3 weeks. Yeah, even other movies are delayed in my area, like Gran Turismo. I have to wait until September to watch it, and a lot of people I know have already seen the movie. Well, in early screenings, technically. And yeah. And I'm actually going to be seeing Blue Beetle first before Ninja Turtles. That's fine, because I'm personally more excited for Blue Beetle than Ninja Turtles. So okay, anyways, yeah, back on topic with this movie in particular. So, if you're wondering my thoughts on TMNT as a whole, I like it. I really like it. I do follow the lore for the most part. Although there's a lot of like straight to DVD, straight to streaming movies I haven't seen yet, and I don't know if I'm even interested in them, but I've seen a lot, like most of it. I've seen every single theatrical TMNT movie, and I've seen yeah, the only TMNT show I've seen is the Nickelodeon show from 2022, which is my introduction to Ninja Turtles, and that's actually my favorite TMNT product. Like, yeah, I'll yes, I am planning to review the 2012 show as well if I have time. But yeah, as of now, yeah, I'm only planning to be reviewing the theatrically released Ninja Turtles movies. You know, the original trilogy. Like this one, Secret of the Ooze, and the third film, the one in Japan. You got the 2007 TMNT movie, and the two ones that are produced by Michael Bay. So yeah, those ones. But yeah, now I remember seeing this movie for the first time back in 2015. I think 2014. Yeah, but I actually saw the 2014 movie first before this one. Yeah, I remember I saw the TMNT 2014 first before this one. Like, and after seeing the film, yeah, I really enjoyed it at the time. I don't know how I feel about it now, but we'll see about it. I've seen Ninja Turtles 2014. Yeah, I sorry if I'm beating myself. I've seen that first, and then after that, I was introduced to this film, and I saw it, and I actually love this even more than the new one. Yeah, like, so this is one of the first classic movies that I ever saw. This is yes, and I really love this movie back then. And I haven't actually seen this movie anymore. I did rewatch this movie sometime in like 2015, but yeah, I haven't seen this movie in years, and I mean years, like so many years. I haven't really seen this film, so but the only thing I remember from this movie is that this is my favorite Ninja Turtles movies, and that's already a hint of my opinion. Is that I think this is the best of the Ninja Turtles movie, better than its two sequels. Yeah, far better than that overrated TMNT 2007. Well, I don't know what my opinion on it is, but we'll see about it. And better than the Michael Bay ones, even though I think those movies are guilty pleasures. But yeah, and yeah, even if it's the best one, like, I was kind of worried, thinking that what if this movie doesn't hold up? So after a couple of years of not rewatching this movie, I got a chance to rewatch this movie today, and I gotta say, I think this movie still holds up. Yeah, this movie is still aged well. Yeah, this is the best TMNT movie. Yeah, the best Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah. So yeah, to be honest, guys, even though I said a while ago that I like Ninja Turtles, that like I like the lore of it, I'm honestly not a die-hard fan. What I mean by that is I'm not passionate about it. I just like these movies. The Nickelodeon 2012 show is the only one that I would call a masterpiece, and I would love, but yeah, I would love, and yeah, and what I would love, so, and yeah, that's the only one. And so this one right here is, yeah, even though this is my favorite TMNT movie, it's not really a hard bar, because I wouldn't say I love this movie. I wouldn't say this movie is amazing or anything like that. And it is flawed, which I will get the flaws later. But yes, I can confidently say that this movie is the best Ninja Turtles movie. Do I think the Mutant Mayhem could top this? I'll mention this at the end of the video. But yeah, now let's get into why I've seen now let's talk about the reason as to why I love this movie. Yes, I will say this. It's nothing. It isn't anything groundbreaking or special. Yeah. What I love about this one is that it's such a fun and harmless film. And it's just a simple, fun and harmless movie that it doesn't try to be big. It doesn't try to be anything special. It's just a simple movie, and that's exactly what this movie should be. It's simple. It's an old movie, and yeah, despite this movie coming out in the 1990s, it actually feels like a 1980s movie, which is I understand why. Because this movie was came out in like 1990, which movies, it came out at a time when movies haven't really evolved yet, and it was they were like still on their 1980s standards. So yeah, and yet those 1980s standards, yeah, you had like those 1980s cheese to it. Yeah, this is a very cheesy movie. Yeah, this movie is so cheesy. Yeah, there's like a lot of cheesy 80s or one-liner, like like one example being that those one-liners I said at the intro, oh, excellent, bossa nova, those stuff. Yeah, that is like a perfect example of 80s cheese done right there, back there. And there's like so much of 80s pop culture references. So some people view it as a bad thing, but to me personally, I think it is done right. Yeah, take those modern anime movies. That is how you do pop culture references. And man, this movie is fun. This movie is just a lot of fun. Like, it really just puts a smile on my face. Rewatching this movie, it really left me on this. It really left a smile on my face as I was just having fun. I don't have a lot to say about this movie other than it's just simple fun. Yeah, the story is simple. The story is simple, but it just wants to have fun. But that's the whole purpose of the movie. And yeah, regardless of how old this movie is, yeah, a lot of times I honestly get bored with these old movies because I'm more of a modern movie person. But this one is one of the most entertaining old movies, or not sure if I would say one of, but it is just pure entertainment. This is arguably the funniest TMNT movie. Like every single joke in this movie just absolutely lands. Like the one joke I remember very well is somewhere in the beginning when the Splinter was doing his meditation, and then we got Leo and Ralph. No, not Ralph. Michelangelo, I think. Like Leo and Michelangelo. Like, well, all of it was except Ralph, because it was in the scene when Ralph went out. They were like dancing and saying, "Oh, it's our meditation." They were just dancing this 80s song. Using like dun 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 dun. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that way. Yeah, I was like laughing so hard when they got this, and yeah, these turtles, they're like probably the funniest iterations of the turtles. And speaking of iterations, these turtles are I really like this version of the turtles. A very simple design, like it's. Like, from what I heard, the design is actually made out of plastic, and yeah, it was back then when there's no like big CGI, so so these turtles were made out of plastic. Like they kind of look like mascots. Yes, yes, a part of me thinks that they look bad, but I mean, for a 90s movie, for an early 1990s movie, yeah, they look really good actually. I think these turtles they look really good for the most part, and I just really like the way they move. I think their animation, their character movement is just so smooth, and I just really enjoy it. I also really enjoy Splinter as well. I think he's a great character, and at times and I actually like him more than the turtles. Well, all in all, I think he's just a better character. And yeah, I love this version of Splinter. Now, is this the best iteration of the Turtles and Splinter? Oh no, I do think the Turtles in the 2012 Nickelodeon show, it has my favorite iteration of the Turtles, my favorite design from them, and Splinter. Honestly though, I think the Michael Bay TMNT movies has the best iteration of Splinter, in my opinion. And then you got the main human herself, April O'Neil. Which, yeah, she has like very different iterations, like the most different. You got the ginger hairstyle with this one and the Nickelodeon show. You got the black hair April in the Michael Bay movies. And then you got the Black April in the new one, the TMNT Mutant Mayhem. Which, by the way, I want to mention, please stop being racist to April in Mutant Mayhem. please stop it. I mean, if she's black, so let's let her be black. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And also stop fat shaming her, please. Just stop trying to cause that movie controversy just over black people. That is just racist. Anyways, back on topic here. I would say that this is definitely one of my favorite Aprils, but the one in the TMNT 2012 show is my favorite iteration of April, in my opinion. And as you know, April is probably my favorite Ninja Turtles movie character. Well, in that movie. Also, this one, I think April is the standout in my opinion. I love April like so much. I just love her. Now, there are times when she isn't the best. She isn't the best character in the respective Ninja Turtles project. Like in the Michael Bay movies, are far from it. And Mutant Mayhem, while I defend April being black, I don't think she'll be the best character in Mutant Mayhem. I can already see characters who I think could be my favorite in the movie. And I also really like this Casey Jones. I mean, Casey Jones is one of my favorite Ninja Turtles characters. Also, like right up there, and I really like this version. The long-haired dude, like he's such a cool guy. I honestly prefer, but although my favorite, I think Stephen Amell is the better Casey Jones in TMNT Out of the Shadows. I don't get the hate for that Casey Jones. I'll talk more about him when I review Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows next week. I'm reviewing next week. I still got a long way to come before that review. The action scenes are really good. Like for an early 90s standards, that a movie feels like it came out in the 80s. The action scenes are impressive for the most part, and they felt so impressive, and I really enjoyed like pretty much almost every fight scene, and I mean almost them. Oh yeah, also Shredder is this. Like despite those Shredders, Shredder may have a cheap costume. I will admit his costume does look cheap. I mean, understandable for a movie like from its time, but yeah. But Shredder is actually an intimidating villain. Like he actually does feel like a real intimidating villain, and I take this Shredder any day over that robot looking Shredder in 2014. Man, that movie, they disrespected Shredder big time in that movie. In that movie. However, yeah, this movie isn't perfect. Even though this is the best TMNT movie, like what I said, it's not perfect. It's not a masterpiece or anything. I think my biggest problem with the movie is the first is a certain portion of the movie that drags on. That really drags. So what I mean by that is, So what I mean by that, there's this, there is a house, an action scene that involves the Foot Clan raiding April's house, and then Raph gets into a coma. That scene. Right after the action scene, Raphael gets into a coma, and then gets into a coma, and you know what happens? Not much happens. Like nothing happens. It's like basically it's within the part with the 45 minutes. The part with the 45 minutes to 1 hour mark. That was the draggy scene, because it's literally most of the time just the three turtles sitting there waiting for Raph to wake up from his coma. And when he does wake up, they still don't. I was expecting, okay, do something. Oh no, they just sit there on the campfire just talking and talking. I was like, oh my god. That actually got me worried that this movie wasn't gonna age well. Thankfully, it did pick up, with a great action scene. But then it led to, I was like, finally, they're going somewhere at some point. But then you got another problem with the movie. The anticlimactic rooftop final battle, the Turtles versus Shredder. Wow, that was a really bad, boring action scene, to be honest. Yeah, sure. I don't expect big action scenes from like movies from at the time, considering that the time this movie came out. But I mean, come on, you got some really good action scenes in the original. No, I mean not the original, the previous scenes. They have some really big, but so I expect a little more from it. And yeah, and Splinter just defeats Shredder in 1 second. Yeah, literally, just wow, how anticlimactic is that? And also another major flaw I have with the movie is this certain teen boy who is apparently, I think, a part of the Foot Clan, but they try to give this guy character. Like he bonds with the Splinter, and Splinter just tells him his backstory and stuff, in pretty much the most exposition-ish way possible. I don't like. I don't care about this teen boy. Like I mean, the writers try to make you think that that teen guy serves a purpose, but actually he doesn't. And I don't know why he's even in this, and why they try way too hard to make him important in the story when he serves no purpose. I don't even remember what his name is, and I don't even want to search it up yet. He's just such a forgettable character. The only thing I remember him is teen boy tries to bomb his Splinter, but the movie just does a terrible job at it, and it makes you care less for this boy. Yeah. So overall, while it isn't high standards or high praise, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 is a classic. Yeah, it is worthy to be called a classic, and it is, yeah, the best Ninja Turtles movie currently. I do think Mutant Mayhem will top this. Honestly, I already know that that Mutant Mayhem will top this one, but yeah, at least I got a kick out of this one, even if it's mostly likely gonna be dethroned when I see Ninja Turtles. And yeah, this isn't really gonna be number one when I rank the Ninja Turtles movies. So with that said, I'm gonna give TMNT 1990 an 8 out of 10. So also for my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990, what is your opinion of this movie? Do you agree with me that this movie is a classic and the best Ninja Turtles movie? I prefer this one over Mutant Mayhem? To those who already saw Mutant Mayhem, or do you think Mutant Mayhem is the best Ninja Turtles movie, like what I'm predicting? Or do you not care about this movie? Are you on the critic's side with this one? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review of The Secret of the Ooze. Oh boy, it's not gonna be a good one to talk about. So yeah, bye guys.